So, for those of you who haven't seen this deck, this just recently started popping up in Modern. What we're doing is we're going to try to put some Vengevines into play on turn one. This is a four mana 4/3 with haste, but that mana cost doesn't matter to us. The important text here is whenever you cast two creatures in the same turn, if Vengevine's in the graveyard, it gets to come back for free. So we have Faithless Lootings to bend them. We have Insolent Neonates. And then we have M19 Modern Staple Stitcher Supplier. This card is actually what made this deck broke. Like this deck is actually just insane. Not only does it enable us to fill our graveyard, but it's also a zombie, so we get to play grave. It's also a zombie, so we get to play Gravecrawler. Bridge from Below helps enable just all kinds of stupid things. There are more zombies for our Gravecrawlers to come back. Viscera Seer lets us sack our dudes so we get zombies, so we can upgrade our Mopey 1/1s into 2/2s. And like Viscera Seer is another sack outlet, is a sack outlet, so we can get rid of our Stitcher suppliers, so we can make zombies, which then it's awesome. We have seven of the XX spells in Hangerback Walker and Walking Ballista, just as a way to say, well, I want this Vengevine now. Let's play this, and then let's play this other one for 0. And all right, now our Vengevines are out. It also works really great with Bridge from Below, just because, like, well, I'm going to essentially pitch this creature, make it 2/2. Um, this list that I'm playing, my buddy Carl gave me. So he was playing 2 Greater Gargadons as 2 more sack outlets. So um, and like it's a 9/7 with haste when it comes out. So I'm real excited to try this list. It's been popping up on Moto the last week or so, and it's real disgusting. Every time I've played it, it feels like I can't beat it. It doesn't matter what I have; it just feels like I can't beat it. Sideboard, we have a couple Thoughtseize, a couple Brutalities to help our combo matchups. 4 Leyline of the Void to help our like graveyard synergy, nonsense. Then like the Mirror or like Mardu Pyromancer or Dredge or like all these other decks. Ancient Grudge and Nature's Claim. Um, Grudge is there for, well, 1 Affinity and 2 Grafdigger's Cage, which is really good against us. And then Nature's Claim is there for Leyline of the Void and Rest in Peace. Silent Gravestone is so they can't Scavenging Ooze out our stuff from the graveyard. So that's a really sweet inclusion. And then Driven from Despair. Hopefully, I mean, most likely we're just casting Despair because we've put this into our graveyard and like now the control player is just gonna discard their hand. So I'm really excited to try this deck. Let's head on down to a league and see how this goes tonight. I would like a friendly modern league, please. Skillfully winning the die rolls. Alright, what does our hand do? So we have Neonate, which lets us ditch our Gravecrawler. Hey, Michael, how we doing tonight, bud? I really wish Carl was here so he could tell me if I should keep this hand. I don't think this hand does anything. Like, it doesn't have any of our enablers, and it doesn't really have anything going on. I just don't think we can keep this hand. I'm doing great, man. This hand is slightly worse, but like double Gravecrawler is okay, so I'll keep this. Hopefully find like a bridge or something stupid. I would not like another land. Oh, we're on the play? Oh yeah, we skillfully won the die roll. Okay. I'm assuming they just know that like they can't beat this. So I'm gonna bring in these nature's claims as a way to like hedge against them because I feel like they have a busted sideboard card for us. All right, this is the part where I pull out Collins Mullins' article from today. Excuse me, I had to get on Star City so I can look this up. I want Star City. How are they sideboarding? Maybe something like this. Sure. I talked myself into it. Let's try it. So we have Faithless Looting. Yeah, this hand's great because so we get to go looting on one, discard this bridge and this Gravecrawler, and then go Stitcher Supplier, Gravecrawler on two. Oh no, we discard Gravecrawler, Vengevine. Actually, I don't think we had to discard the Gravecrawler. We can just go Stitcher Supplier, Gravecrawler from hand. Yeah, this hand is busted. This deck is busted. Okay, so this says that we need. Is this the mirror? This is the mirror. I was not anticipating the mirror. All right, what do you got for me, Collins? Do you have a mirror guide? Nope. Okay. Um. So, Carl, should I just pitch this like bridge and this Vengevine like I was planning, and then just like try to be just this generic beats deck? Like I don't hate that idea. And just like try to dig for a nature's claim, but in the meantime just beat him to death. Is that crazy? Their generic beats plan is way better than ours. I'm just throwing that out there. I think I've seen enough. I think I want to get these ley lines into my deck. Like their engine's online way before ours is. I think it's right to concede here. Because like we can't block with these grave crawlers to prevent them from getting zombies. Like they can sack this to just get another one. I think we're pretty dead here. Like our creatures just don't line up well against theirs. Yep, just bring in these 4 ley lines. What do you think of this? I think this is fine. Man, this hand is really good if they don't have leyline. Like, insanely good if they don't have leyline. Oh, man. I think I have to keep this, right? I'm keeping this. And when they have leyline, there's nothing I can do about that at this point. Fuck. Alright. Hey, Cog Whistle, thank you for that follow. I greatly appreciate that. Oh. I'm keeping this around until they show me something actually threatening. Okay. If they level up their Hangerback Walker, I'm going to shoot it in response. Okay. Did I side out my Bushwhackers? We still have Bushwhackers in our deck, right? Yep. Okay. No. It was not. Game 1, we went Blood Crypt Neonate. Go, and they conceded. Yeah, this is game 3. Yeah, I found my ley line. They should have sacked in response, so they could have had an extra scry. Ah, yes, exactly what I wanted to draw. An uncastable 4-drop. Oh, man, I think we're dead. I mean, like, they're not doing anything, but, like, neither are we. Like, I don't think it was wrong to mulligan this hand. Like, they had to have Leyline to punish us for keeping it. Otherwise, they were going to die very quickly. Yeah, they have a 2-2. We're dead. Like, we legitimately can't beat a 2-2. I'm keeping this, and I think I want to... I think I want to keep this. But I don't know how I want to sequence my spells. Do I want to lead on looting? I think I want to lead on looting. So I'm discarding this Vengevine, and I think I'm discarding this Neonate at this point. And then next turn I get to go Stitcher Supplier, try to hit another Vengevine, Hangerback Walker. Actually, I might discard this Bushwhacker here. No, Bushwhacker's insane. I think it's Neonate or Corpse Churn, and I really like Corpse Churn. Come on, Vengevines. Come on, Vengevines. None of those are Vengevines. So I think I'm going to just play this Hangerback here. Because then next turn I can play Stitcher Supplier plus Bushwhacker if I need to. Or should I just play out this Stitcher Supplier? I think I just want to get this other supplier into the play. Because, like, this card's insane. This is a lot of damage if need be. Trigger. Move to combat. Why did they take 4 and then bolt it? Whatever. Is this Valakut? This is a Valakut strategy. Interesting. So I think this turn is Hangerback Walker, Kick Bushwhacker, attack. I like that. Cast is Hangerback Walker. Trigger. Trigger my Vengevine. Move to combat. A lot. So obviously they block here, take 6. Go to 7, have lethal on board. Do you have main board Anger of the Gods? Because if so, I'm going to be very, very sad. That's not an Anger. And I think here, I think I just want to get back to Supplier. Ballista would also be fine, but Ballista's currently only a 1-1. Whereas, like, Supplier lets me play for a longer game if I need to. Yeah, this is fine. So they can potentially Primeval Titan us next turn. So if this Tribe Elder gets a Forest, just assume they're tightening us. Churn flipped, second churn, Foothills, Viserys here. I'm just gonna pop this out. This is basically our hand. You have a Tireless Tracker. Would you like to shock that? Damn. Bye, Vengevine. So hopefully we draw another 1-drop dude. Let's find a 1-drop dude. I should have done this from the graveyard. No, I don't think it actually matters. And then this Bushwhacker lets me have lethal next turn, even through this attack. So, okay, if I attack, they block, go to 2, then they have land, they get to shock 1. So this attack is bad if they have another dude. I think it's correct to attack. We're an aggro deck. Mathis or blockers. And like we just get super punished if they have Titan here. I guess if they have Titan here, it doesn't really matter what we had. Titan's pretty much lethal. Okay, that's really good for us. Wow. Because I'm high. Super duper duper, I go running round. Picked it on the ground. This isn't great, but we'll be fine. I'm assuming these are killing my dudes. Yep. Come on, Vengevines. Come on, Vengevines. We get a 2-2! Now it's lethal! Yes! This deck is absurd. Boop. Boop. Trigger my Vengevine. Trigger. This deck is absurd. So I think I want Thoughtseize as a way to like hedge against Titan. Is Despair good here? Oh yeah, Flip Bridge meant they were super dead. Is Despair fine as like a way to like empty their hand and make them play off the top? I don't hate something like this. I like Hangerback more than I like Ballista in this matchup. Oh, I forgot it gives Menace. That's really smart, Carl. You're a smart man. Is Gravestone worth bringing in? I think that's the other card I'm looking at here. Just because they could have, like, Scavenging Ooze or something like Surgical. And, like, both of those cards are really annoying. I think those are the only other 2 cards I'm considering bringing in. Mashiro? Mashiro, thank you for that follow, bud. I greatly appreciate that. And if I mispronounce that, please let me know. I will gladly correct myself. Yeah, I want Silent Gravestone. I think we can reasonably cut a second Ballista. I like Ballista if they have Hangerback, if they have Scavenging Ooze. Okay, what busted things does our hand do? Nothing particularly powerful. We really need a Faithless Looting to make this hand great. which isn't a problem, but I don't think it means I want to keep this hand. I think this hand just is a little too slow for what we're trying to do. It's missing I think too many pieces to be a great hand. Like if we hit it, it's insane. So like what are our outs here? Faithless Looting. Neonate is fine, but it's not great. I think that's all we have. So we're on an 8 outer out of 53. We have 2 draw steps to see it. Unless we have Neonate on 1. I think this is a mulligan. I'm going to mulligan this. This hand is much closer to being great, so I don't think Hangerback does anything here for us. Nope, nope, that's not the one I want. So I can reasonably discard this Gravecrawler now because I have the second one and this Despair. And then next turn we get to go Gravecrawler, Gravecrawler, go. And then the following turn we get to kick this Bushwhacker. Supplier is actually a really good draw here. I'm going to go ahead and lead on this because if I hit a Vengevine, I want to be able to... Okay, we didn't hit a Vengevine, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and flip this one out from the graveyard because if they have Surgical, I want to be able to get it out of the graveyard first. So any land would be great for us because then we can go Gravecrawler, Bushwhacker. And then the following turn, we can flashback this Despair. And just get them empty-handed. Okay, so that means I'm just playing out all these Gravecrawlers. Generic beats, go! They have hit every stomping ground. To be fair, they fetched for 1. We could get Titan this turn. And then, then we have this Despair to go around them. That's not a Titan. Is this Anger? I'm a sad panda. Well, we hit the 4th Gravecrawler. To be fair, we have hit every Gravecrawler while they've hit every stomping ground. So... And now I can no longer F6 because if they have interaction, I want to be able to sacrifice my creatures. So, looking at that, we could have played out the Seer last turn as a way to hedge against Anger, but Anger was not on my radar. Okay, that lets us flashback Faithless Looting. And I think that's where I want to start. I think I just ditch both of those and then next turn go Ballista Bushwhacker. So if we hit a land, we can go Ballista Bushwhacker, get back our Vengevine, despair them, and like make them discard their hand. That seems fine. Is this second Bailoff? Search. Okay. Does that change my line? I don't think so. I think this is getting back possibly a Bushwhacker next turn. Trigger. I really wanted to hit a land there so I can empty out their hand, but oh, I definitely should have sacked that to Seer too. Try to find a land for next turn. Is this another... Okay. So now they can double block one of our dudes. Second Bailoff. Oh, Scape Shift. Scape Shift is lethal. Do they have enough? Show me enough mountains, opponent. My out here is they don't have enough mountains. I doubt it, but you know. Okay, cool. They had enough mountains. I think I like all my sack outlets just because they have anger. I'll cut a corpse trainer for this other Gargadon. This hand is great. Okay, I don't want both of them, so I think I can get rid of the Viserys here and a Gravecrawler here. This hand says, oh, fuck, I am awful. God, I am awful. Oh my god. No, this is fine. It just means I have to neonate next turn first to discard this Vengevine. Which is going to punish us so bad if we draw a Vengevine. I mean, I guess you're right, but man, did that feel bad. Like, we could have really been punished. Alright, so we have a Gravecrawler and a Looting in the yard. So next turn, I'm going to go Gargadon, cast this Gravecrawler from the graveyard. So I can sack the Vengevine. I can sack Vengevine to Greater Gargadon, cast this Walking Ballista, get it back, and that gets a counter off of Gargadon. I don't think that's very relevant. I think I'd rather just have all my dudes. Having a sack outlet here is great because it lets us... And if they have anger here, we just get to sack everything to Gargadon. Gargadad's coming in clutch this game. Farsig's fine. I don't care about that. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, so this is great because now we get to attack here. And then I'm going to sack this Gravecrawler to Gargadad, recast it. And I think I want to play this 1-1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I can go down to 1 permanent. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have. Yeah, that's definitely the line. I'm just going to try to race them. So instep, I'm going to sack the hanger back. Three, two, cast this 9/7. And now I get to cast this other one out of the graveyard. So I could choose not to attack here. Oh, I just have to, don't I? I just have to race. And then, like, now they're dead on board to these grave crawlers. Really, that's aggressive. I feel like they have anger plus attack, bolt down my Gargadon. They could also just kill my Gargadon here. So this is 12. This is 18. I'm dead. No, this is only 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not dead to land drop. Okay, this gives them 9 points. So now I'm dead to land. I'm dead to land. I'm dead to bolt. GG's, opponent. GG's. So I think I should have taken a little more time to actually think about how we lose that game versus how we win. I think I got a little too aggressive there because if I leave the Gargadon back on blocking duty, he can't reasonably attack then. Well, I guess he can attack. I block. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand has no land. This hand's fine. Or do I like a Faithless Looting? Infect? Bank Company? Ant Spirits. I think I want to go ahead and sack this. Now I get to shock this in. Get back this Vengevine. Man, we haven't got to do any of the busted bridge from below stuff yet, and that kind of makes me sad. How many green sources do we have? One? Yeah, we're on a stomping ground. No overgrown tomb. Okay. So we can't actually cast these Vengevines. That's really awkward. Rattle chains. I don't understand the no attacks there with that. Is it because it can hold off my 1/1 and my 2/1? So here I'm going to attack with these, and if they block the Supreme Phantom on this, I can play this Walking Ballista and shoot it down. Maybe we can party. Okay. Opponent, you're not in a position to start racing. Nothing there. So they're going to block there. Block here. This is 1, 2, 3. That doesn't really do anything for me. I don't think we want that ballista. Do we? I'm just going to try to kill him. Silly Carl. We want that ballista. Silly Carl. Cool. Okay, so they're definitely going to have the new... They had to have the new spirit, right? The one that gets rid of my graveyard. Alright, let's... I don't know Bant Spirits enough to say, well, this is what they're going to have. So let's just look. Damping Sphere, Eidolon of Rhetoric, Geist, Direct Sage, Stony, Thalia, Unified Will. So, 0 cards. Oh, a Rest in Peace. So, I'm going to bring in these Nature's Claims. And these Thoughtseizes. And I'm going to take out this Reunion. These Corpse Churns. Sure. Yeah, they have the new spirit. What I really want to draw? Faithless Looting. It's not a Faithless Looting, but it's a pretty good draw. And I'm going to lead on it because it can floop things into my graveyard. Like this Bridge from Below. This deck is so obnoxious. So next turn we get to go Neonate, ditch this Bridge from Below. I don't even care. I would like to make 2 1/1s. 2 2/2s. Nice Damping Sphere, opponent. I made 8 power on turn 2. We finally got to do our stupid Bridge from Below thing. I feel happy. Nice bird. You know what that doesn't beat? This is just gonna fetch basic mountain. I think I'm okay just attacking. Sup, Shep? How we doing tonight, bud? Like, these bridge from belows have done their job. I think I'm fine just attacking here. And, like, what are they going to do? Obviously, they eat my bridges. And I'm 100% fine with that. Probably put a bird here. Yep. I shouldn't have shocked that in yet. This is like porn o'clock. Because I got after work and I really wanted to play this deck. It's the best reason I have. I wish I had a better answer, but this deck is absurd. Show me a spell queller. Skillfully played around the spell queller. Yeah, absolutely want an overgrown two-man. I want to be able to catch these Vengevines. You know the best part about this, chat? Now I have this walking ballista that eats their spell queller. Boop. Go, opponent. What do you have? Do you have a Wrath? No. Okay. Good games, opponent. Good games. Yeah, I definitely want another green source so I can cast these Vengevines when I draw them because I'm really good at drawing them. Okay, let's evaluate. What does this hand do? Actual nothing. Okay. This has a turn 2 Vengevine. This has a turn 1 Vengevine. We're on the play? This could be the mirror again. This could be like Mardu. Could be Jund. I would not hate Bloodghast in this deck. I would love to bring back my 4-3. Boop. This could be like Grixis. Could be Grixis Shadow. But like them not having a play on one doesn't indicate Grixis Shadow to me. Are they pushing my Vengevine? They're pushing my Vengevine. Why do people take the 4? Like, what purpose did that serve? Just fetch and then push it. Save yourself 4 points of health. I'm not bringing it back this turn. I'm going to ditch these lands. I'm not going to cast this yet. Instead, I'm going to suspend this Gargadon. Can't auto yield because I want to be able to get back. I want to be able to sack to this Gargadon as needed. I'm so fucking bad. I just said so I could sack the Gargadon. Oh my lord. Did the version that's in Collins's article, did it play Bloodghast? Can someone tell me that? So white black tells me either Leyline or Nature's Claim. So I want these. This could be the black white Gideon's deck, which like this just looks like black white control. So I kind of want this. You could. I don't think I want Thoughtseize. I don't think I want Brutality. I want to avoid oversight boarding. I want all my sack outlets, so we'll just get another Ballista. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. And what the hell is on Joey's head? Oh, I want to pee on you. Shep, you're close. This is Nickelback, and you're clearly singing Hootie and the Blowfish right now. This is a strict no Hootie and the Blowfish kind of evening. I'm gonna keep this on the back of both my, like, obviously we need a green source to cast these, but like I have turn 2 Vengevine. Get out. Ah, yes, exactly what I wanted. A third uncastable Nature's Claim. Yeah, I think having only one green source in the 75 is incorrect when we're playing things like Stitcher Supplier. Man, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna floop this into the graveyard. I'm gonna floop this into play. Floop my 4/3. They have like surgical. They do have a surgical. Nope. Surgical. Extirpate. Well, my hand is garbage, so time to say it. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's time to say it. Time to say it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, my little Vengevine. I would love to bring this back. Damn, it doesn't work. I don't think I want that. Okay. See, I drew my green source. I should have fetched before. 100% should have fetched before. 100% didn't matter. My deck's perfect. %100% should have fetched before, though. Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she got me everything. Them dudes were getting their kicks. Shorty, I was getting mine. Mississippi Queen, do you know what I mean? Yeah. What else we got on this? Is this just animate? Yeah, this is just black-white Gideons. Or black-white control. Red balloons go by. Mm. Mm. So then this turn I can. Alright, I'm not familiar with modern staple Soren Markov. Yeah, I've seen enough. I want these thought ceases. I got my gravestone. I definitely thought about that after I hit submit. Give me that gravestone. This hand's really close to being good. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Like, we have make it 2-2. Like, we really need to draw a land, but this hand's fine. Like, then we start getting the looping, grave crawlers. Make it 2-2. Whack 'em. Man, we get to turn our 1-1s into 2-2-2s. This is so much value. And I actually want to do this on my turn because if I draw a land, I want to be able to play it. Land? That's not a land, but that's pretty dang good. '21st century. Give them something mean to it. That's 100% fine. I kept a 1-lander and I have 6 power on turn 2. I think I'm fine. I'm going to go ahead and get this out there. Play out this grave crawler. Are you counting bushwhacker math in that, Carl? Because they might be dead next turn. I haven't done math. This is 6. So then next turn it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6, 8, 9, So 12, 13, 14. Yeah, they're dead next turn. When I sent the message, we didn't have second land. That's fair. Bantu's Last Reckoning. In before Bantu's Last Reckoning. Come on, tap out for like a Liliana the Veil and plus. Yes. Yes. Okay, so they're not dead this turn. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're dead to land. They're dead to untap Black Source. They're dead to untap land. Oh my lord. I feel the need to loot. So now they're still dead next turn. One, two, three, four. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll go ahead and keep that because I can play out both of these next turn with it. So this should almost 100% mean we have lethal next turn. Also hitting third lane is just fine because we have Faithless Looting. This feels like a Wrath. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I know what my top card is. I know I want it. Yep, that's really good. Let's start with this. Was that a good draw? Was that a good flooping? Oof. A little too far. Much better. So they can block. They can jump here, block here, trade, like block here. That leaves them with a spirit. And then they're dead on. They're not. Oh yeah, they're dead on board then. Or they no, because they can animate Shambling Fit next turn to block. So next turn's attack will be for 1, like after blocks. Really, I think that's 100% incorrect. Because now I have 5 lethal attackers. This attack tells me they have a Wrath, and they want to be able to chip in damage here, or they have Sorin Solemn Visitor tick up attack gain 6. Nope. So this just pass. So they can animate. So I'm gonna make them do everything. And like before damage, I get to sack this neonate, discard this bridge. Oh no, because then I lose. I would lose my bridge. So it just depends on how much stuff they want to trade off. If they want to turn my 1/1s into 2/2s, I'm fine with that. And they can't surgical this in response because I have the Silent Gravestone. This match 3 or 4. So then this goes here. And then I'm gonna sack neonate. Like I'm not getting in damage this turn, but I'm growing my board significantly. And like 100% setting up lethal next turn. Hitting another Grave Crawler there was really, really nice. All right, opponent. Go ahead. Yep, untapped land isn't out. And, like, I have lethal on board. I have lethal on board. So this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And, like, even if they had another dude, I could just play Ballista on 1 and then shoot down one of their blockers and then... Do I actually need to play a Baron Blessed Alliance? Like, I'm assuming as the gain 4? They would not play that deck against. Like, I was actually thinking, I'm like, okay, what are the other modes on that card? Like, gain 4 life and untap 2 dudes, is that right? I know gain 4 is correct. Because I have definitely cast my fair share of 4-mana Blessed Alliance to gain 4 life, make you sack an attacking creature against burn. It's make target player sacrifice an attacking creature, right? I've never used the last mode. Target. Oh, it is target opponent. Oh. Okay, so we can go Gargadad on 1. Cathartic Ditch. Bridge whatever we draw. And then make 2 2/2s. Hopefully we draw a Vengevine for turn. Go ahead, opponent. I am doing everything that is super fair. Super, super fair. Is this Jeskai Ascendancy combo? No. That's fantastic. Oh, Amulet. Look at all my powerful magic cards. Who's ready to draw a Vengevine and feel sad for going off last turn? Would you like to, Oh, why do you have to gain 2 life, opponent? I just wanted to beat you to death. Copy your Radiant Fountain? Really? Oh, this gives you 2 additional land drops. Pick out the Radiant Fountain, replay it, gain 2 more. Play around second Bushwhacker. That'd be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about, Carl? Yeah, I didn't think about that line. On a positive note, if we hit another 1 drop or a 0 drop, we get to nom them. All right, damage, trigger on the stack, nom. So I missed exactly 1 point of damage. So if they end the game somehow at 1, it's all my fault. But as long as we draw either a 0 drop or a 1 drop dude next turn, we'll be fine. Is this Titan? Why does this feel like a Titan? Man, why does it have to be a Titan? They only play 1 Vesuva, right? Crumbling Vestige. Main deck Bajuka Bog. Sugar Murray, go upstairs. Go. Go. How does Suspend work? I can only cast this card after it has 0 time counters in my upkeep, correct? Like, I can't sack these now and cast this, correct? I'm gonna wait to get a ruling on this before I make a bad play. You can exile a card. When the last time counter is removed, the second triggered ability of suspend will trigger. It doesn't matter why the last time counter was removed or what effect removed it. Okay. So I'm gonna pass. And like if they attack with this Titan, I get to put in a Gargadad. I should have done that on my turn. I definitely should have done that on my turn. So, okay. I actually just missed lethal, I think. So, if I would have... I had 4 zombies. If I would have cast this supplier, flip these 3, sack the supplier to Gargadad, puts it at 4. Sack land, puts it at 2. Sack 2 zombies, leaves me with 2. No, okay. But I definitely could have made them, they definitely could have... Yeah, knowing that I would have flipped second Vengevine, they were dead. Look at my ambush Viper. Yeah, so since they weren't presenting lethal, I probably should have just taken that 6. And then like I would have another zombie in play here. And I could cast Gargadon on my turn. Yeah, that was really bad. I could cast this during my upkeep, and then if I draw a creature, I get to flip double Vengevine into play. That was really sloppy on my part, and it really could have cost me the game. I'm pretty sure we're dead, but Take 5, go to 12. I feel really dead. I feel like I played this game really sloppily. I definitely did not play this game optimally. Yeah, I definitely played that game really, really bad. So okay, let's look back at the one turn. I had 4 zombies. This hand's okay. I'm gonna go Gravecrawler on 1 and start attacking. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch. We'll just fetch basic swamp here. So we had 4 zombies and a Stitcher Supplier in hand. Gargadon was on 8 counters. Is that correct? I would have to go back and watch that one turn again, but I think we could have had lethal. Also, having these marsh flats is incorrect when our green source is the stomping ground. We can't always fetch it depending on what fetch we have. And then Tribe Scout puts back in the Greater Gargadad. That was wrong. I should have played this Black Leaf Cliffs. Yep. And like if they cast this K return, I don't really care. Because then they just get rid of their own ramp. Yep. Put back in Teleria West, cast K return. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we can't cast it next turn. Lonely, 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 lonely time. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Feel like we're really dead, chat. I feel like we're really, really dead. This deck, there's just a few minor things that we just need to fix on our list. But like, obviously, this deck is coherently powerful. This deck is absurdly powerful when it works. I know this seems really obscure to do this, but like, now they're dead to this Gargadon, and I can cast it next turn. I have Minister. That block is not legal. Long times been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time. So this tells me they're getting probably Colony Garden this turn. I would attack and get Colony Garden here. Probably Colony Garden, bounce land, pick up the Colony Garden, replay it, have 2 blockers. So they don't get Colony Garden. Do they play Pact of Negation? They have Second Titan. No? Okay. Yep. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Mm-mm. I just want to celebrate another day of life. Yep, I got nothing. Okay. Closing thoughts on this very, very powerful Magic deck. Um, what do I want to change? I definitely, I would like to try um, the Blood Gas version, just see how it feels. Not having a second green source or feels pretty bad. The fact that this Marsh Flats can't get this Stomping Ground is also really awkward. We only had 2 black sources there. So we could have made a bunch of 2/2s, cast Gargadon, and like it still doesn't matter just because like we can. I guess we get to put all the 2/2s on one because they were at 8. We put all the 2/2s on one, put Gargadon on the other. They then had to decide. Like they get to wipe our board then, and we're left with nothing. But they have 1 card in hand then, and like I don't know, maybe. I don't think so though. I don't think it would have actually made a big difference, but I think losing game 1 to that punt was pretty major. So yeah, I want to change up the mana base a little bit just because it felt kind of awkward and clunky all night. I want to try Blood Gas. Um, Sideboard felt fine. This sideboard feels really clean. Um, I really like the Driven to Despair as a way to fight against combo decks and like control decks. And like I think that's tech that not everyone else is going to be using. So I am a big fan of that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, everybody. It's 2:30, so I have I have important things I have to take care of tomorrow. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Carter Noble. I am a Twitch affiliate here. For those following on YouTube in the future, you can find me at twitch.tv/Mr. Missouri 25. For those here now, if you missed something tonight and you want to catch up or catch any of my previous streams, I have all that archived on YouTube under Carter Noble. So, if you like what you see, you can always donate to see more of it. If you do exclamation point donation decks in chat right now, I have a document written up to showcase how I do all that and all that good stuff. So I just started that today. Really excited to get that going. Start playing some more stuff. Start playing what you all want to see. So um, I would like to thank everybody for coming by. Have a fantastic evening. Peace.